make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hupp, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Prosise, 56 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
He'll run it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. On first down, Wilson.
On that play,
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
No. 54.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A 3rd down gain of 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Watson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
54 Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's third down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
And he's got Miller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Right there in the middle. 55, 14. Check out. Check 26. Check 26.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'll go special. I'll go special.
They'll try to run with Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Texans' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
You run. No pass.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Sad Okay. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What we got?
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Watch the slant. Alert, alert. Crunch.
Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hey, no, easy. X3, 218, jump.
Play action now. Cousins. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch him, slam. Deuce.
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Bravo. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent. Target. Watch the ship. Hey.
3rd and long for Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip left, rip left. Watch the safety, black, white. Hey, Ward.
Final play of the half. Cousins going deep for Diggs. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Check. Press down.
On first down, Carson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Carson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They run, Cook, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Cousins now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think
that's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
They go play action. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check three. Nice 50. 61. Match box.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gun.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
2nd and goal from the 1. They try again with Cook. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene. They like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
319. Come on. Pilot, 64. Hey, dude.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
258. Touchdown defense. We are going. Hey, 626.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kill. Check it back. West. Joker. Watch twist. Yeah, Liz. Go.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 4.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Hey, 626. 5. Let's get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, here's Procise. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They run it with Carson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Myers' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 73 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an open.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montravius Adams able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now it's Wilson.
No doubt that's
And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Irvin to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
88. At the Seahawks 42-yard line.
3 down.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up third and 5.
50. Hey, you block over here. 158. Go team, spell. Switch gears.
On third down, here's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Wilson being chased out left. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first and 10 from the 12. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Zadarius Smith, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Jaron Brown. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson will throw again. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 27, Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Got a man, it's Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Jackson. He'll run it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Baltimore.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Oh, you got deep? Check 52.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Watson now to throw. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now it's Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
He was brought down by Jonathan Joseph. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will I do okay? It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Steps away, and he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson dancing to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. There's the stiff arm. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Check 43. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
On 1st down, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson throwing again. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Watch the safety creep. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Towards the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson with a give to Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Play action from Miller. Now Watson rolling to his left. He'll run it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Come on, come on. Check 59.
On second down, Hyde. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hyde. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On second down now, Hyde. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.